Hello. How's everybody doing today? On this fine Tuesday evening. Hopefully everybody's doing good. What do you mean the horniest tier list possible? Won't you love to find out? It's a tier list, and if we get through it fast, I'll go do lottery farming like I'm legally obligated to go do. Hi. Ugh. Good evening, everybody. Or morning, depending on your availability. Today, I have something special for you. We're doing the horny tier list. I asked the question, on Twitter, which you're going to find is a theme with what I do for tier lists, is I just have the thought in my mind. What character has the best horns? Or is, I guess, the horniest in FGO? So I figured this is a fantastic venue in which to ask that question. And also, if there are any characters that have horns that I just forget. Unfortunately, I did not put myself on this list. But yes, I went through, I checked every character. And I checked to see who has horns and who doesn't. And there's still a very good chance I missed. Just slap a JPEG of you on the top. You know what? Yeah, hold on. There we go. Do we count appendages to the head as horns? So, yeah, let's talk about that. Yes. Appendages on the head, growths out of the head, I'm counting as horns. Helmets and whatnot, I'm counting as horns. Pretty much anything that's sticking out of the head that looks like it could be a horn, I'm counting as a horn. Doesn't Geisha have horns? I did not include NPCs. Oh, fuck! Draco Nero's not on this list. God damn it. I knew I forgot one person. I fucking knew I was... Okay, yeah, Draco is exempt from this list temporarily. Hold on. You know what, we'll just, yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's take a look at the horns. Yeah, let's just get to it. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be ranking these fake characters based on how good their horns are. Now, the criteria of how good horns are is going to fall into me and me alone. And you all get to tell me that I'm wrong and stupid, and I'll consider changing it from there. Yes, Lancer Alter is here. Don't worry, we'll get to it. This includes males and females. Not very many characters, honestly. But yeah, Space's char is here as well. Okay. Let's start looking. Let's start with Siegfried. Siegfried does have horns. Right here. I always forget that he has horns because I think they look goofy as hell. Even though I think he is the Fate character that has horns the closest to my own, where they wrap around the side of the head and into the front, I don't like his horns very much. I don't think it adds anything to his character. I think that Siegfried's horns are a wasted opportunity. I don't know. It feels fake. Know what I mean? But I count Sieg's... No. They might be, but no. Yeah, they just feel... They feel fake. They feel tacked on. And he just looks better without the horns. So I'm going to say that his horns, he's not horny. It is not horny enough. Cersei does not have horns, no. Alright, next. Lizard. Lizard, I think, appears on this list 3 or 4 times, but only when her horns are different to a degree. So, no bully Ellie. You know what I think? You know what I think about that? You're immediately derailing this thing for me. I hope you know that. There's something I need to share with you all. I hope that you are going to enjoy this. Ow. Please don't do that to me. Where's my stuff? I have one thing to say about that. Don't bully Ellie, he says. My honest reaction to somebody saying, "Do not bully Ellie," is I want her to get the fuck out of my house. Yeah. Yes, this, did I commission this? Yes. This is done by the fabulous Chris Stardes, who does amazing work. Go send all of the love his way. By the way, I'm making this into a ship post. I just need to find... There's a certain Undertale text I need to find. That I can't find. It was a meme for a while. It's just like, a mighty foe approaches or something like that. And I need to find that text and I can't find it. So if you know what I'm talking about... It appeared alongside... For a while, it appeared alongside, like, the belt... Like, the health bar... thing. Like, with a GIF. And then usually, like, I don't know, the green M&M that has Dr. Phil's face on it. I can't find that text anywhere, even though I know I have it somewhere, and it's pissing me off.
Pain and suffering await you.
Hi, Goat Dad.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you for the resub, Martin. Glad to have you back. 6 months. Happy half-year anniversary. Always a pleasure. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the resub. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, that's getting made into a shitpost video. I'm very excited for it. Anyway, back to Ellie. Wait, Chris threatened me about having to draw this in particular. If you're going to commission somebody to do plaid, I hope that you're also ready for them to punch you in the teeth when they meet you in real life. And I'm prepared for it. Is that Pansy Telnick? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. What did you miss? Yes, just the usual. Just the usual. Yeah, but using texture does not look as good. Make it an emote. This is a horrible idea for an emote. It would be so small. Yeah, we already have an Ellie emote anyway. Liz's horns. Her horns are stupid. But I really like them. Her horns are really, really stupid, but I like them. They're nail flaps? What? Okay, a lot of things about Ellie's design are weird, the longer I look at it. For example, I've never understood why she has, like, bow stitches on her legs. Chris asked, why does her tail fork at the end like that? And I don't have an answer for that other than it being kind of cute. Why do her fingers look like that? I also don't have an answer for that. And then her horns are bizarre. But I like them, because they're really weird in a really good way. So I'm into it. I'm going to give Liz very horny. It's a good design. Doesn't her legs turn to dragon legs at some point? I'm not familiar enough with Fate Extra to give a proper answer on that. So I'm going to say maybe. Alright, Mephistopheles. His horns grow with his ascensions, don't they? Okay, it does once. So let's go with these ones. His horns are whack, but they fit his design so well. Know what I mean? It's like fucked up candy canes. It's really, really cool. I like them. I always wonder, how do these characters with these horns like this sleep at night? Like, I got it easy because I can just, like, lay down. I'm taking off the... There we go. I don't understand how they fall asleep. It must suck. It's just gotta, like, super suck. But I like his horns. I don't like them as much as I like Ellie's, but I do like them. On coat hangers. All right, now for Ellie, but older. Mephi doesn't sleep. That's probably true. Wait, does Carmilla Ryder have horns? You know what? She does. I would count that. Oops. Yeah, alright. That's ears? Well, these here are definitely horns. I mean, it's probably a headdress, but I'm going to count it. Probably put pool noodles on those horns, that way they don't rip their bed apart. Yeah, fair enough. Yes, Barghast does have horns. I really like these horns. I love these horns, actually. That's a very good way to draw them, where they just wrap around the head like that and then shoot straight up. It's really good. That's the horny for me. I like those a lot. All right.
Pain and suffering await you.
Horns are the best.
Scott Fools, thank you for the resub for 4 months. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. Yes, horns are the best. It's one of my favorite character design tropes. I wonder if anyone was able to tell that. Yes, Karen is on this list. Okay, Asterios. He just kind of has bull horns. And controversial opinion, I do not like his big red horns like this. I think they look dumb. I love his design and how fluffy he is. I do not like his horns look fake as fuck. At least in this one. He would make an amazing Santa. Am I financially ready for Lost Belt 6? Yes. Probably. See, these ones here look significantly better because they actually look real. Do I count the fact that he does have an Ascension where his horns look like dog shit? I think I kind of have to. But his horns here are really, really good. No, I don't think we can say no because he does have... They count. It is his horns. Would you count his boss sprite? I would not know because you don't get to use that in game, but we'll look at it anyway. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's got a little A on his hat for Asterios. Look at how cute he is. Hold on. Let's get the full look here. That's so fucking cute. Yeah, he's ready to hit you for being horny. Yeah, his horns look bad here, too. They're better textured, but they don't look great. Wait, you're in... Wait, hold on. Oh, I guess he is. He's in the back there. Also, Medusa CE. See, but right here they do his, like, weird red horns, but they do it well, because it actually looks like it's a part of his head. These aren't his boss sprite, by the way. I'm just, like, stalling for time for no reason. Okay, so full render. He actually has double horns here. Pretty good. That's some pretty good horns, gotta say. I like his horns a lot. Hey, what's up? Get clickbaited. Yeah, he's got a good set of horns on him, gotta say. But I'm gonna still only put him in kinda horny. He's either kinda horny or pretty horny. Maybe he's pretty horny. I like the clowns better. I like the boss sprite one, but he would be in, because it looks really natural, he would be in very horny, if not for the fact that his Ascension 3 looks bad. Okay. When did you appear as a hologram? What? Alright, anyway. Eric. Funny enough. Yes, Paris is on this list. Aaron, I actually really like the severed horn look a lot better than the having horns look. The severed horns look actually looks really good for him. 'Cause I don't know. Something about it is very appealing, and he gets the horns, and the horns look kind of like meh. What's the lore on the cutoff? You think Eric has any lore to him? 4 hours no sleep and calming music, sudden exhaustion. I am so sorry. Fall asleep to these soothing tones and be talking about horny characters. Alright, have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna put him in kinda horny. Just because I like the look better, and they do look natural on his head until he actually sprouts them. But they could do more. Eric is technically Hellboy but brown. Kind of, yeah. Alright. Mordred. It's the horns of the helmet, but I'm counting it. Ugh. It's a good design. It is a good horn design. I will be docking points that they are not real. They could do more, as Eric summed up. Yeah, pretty much. Summer Ibuki costume? What? Summer Ibuki has a costume? Anyway, Mordred's horns, they're fake. But they do look good. It's a very iconic design for Mordred. So I'm gonna put her in pretty horny. She's gonna probably be bottom of pretty horny though. Fuck it, I'm just gonna look up land. Fuck typing in this chick's name. God damn. Why do you have to have the stupidest fucking longest name ever? Like, god damn. Can't we call you something different? Okay, so her helmet horns are fake. We're all about these real horns. Which, okay, let's start with their second ascension. I like these a lot. I actually really love this horn design. Where it's like, it looks natural, it looks like it's coming out of the back of her head where horns would be. It's really, really well done. And then they just add more to it here, which also fits. Where it's like a crown of horns. It's a really, really good design all throughout. And we get a really good look of it here. I love it when a character has like, who's like kind of draconic in a way, has like the face shit that's on them. I think that's a really, really good character design choice. I like seeing the horns like this. It's great. It's absolutely perfect. Horny. Also, you should be able to see her tit from this angle. God damn. Why is her boobs bigger than her head? I don't know. That's honestly the one thing I really don't like about her design is that this is the way how her fucking tits look. It looks completely unnatural. It's like fan service for the it's fan service for the sake of fan service, and I'm not that hype on it. It would be fine if her chest was smaller. I think her design is great without having huge tits. But I won't complain because it's still a really good design. Next up was Shuten. Shuten's on this list twice because her caster form is different. The armor version is better, yes. Shuten's horns. Olga's not in here, no. Because you can't summon Olga. We can discuss characters that are not currently on the list after the list. I'm more than happy with doing that. Shuten's horns, I love. This is another pair of horns that I really like. Mostly because normally I'm not too hype on like skin horns, because a lot of the times it just doesn't look natural, it looks weird. But the way how Raida has done this makes this like really, really good. It makes it look really, really good. Part of me wants to like just stand by and say that this is maybe the best looking female character that Raida has ever drawn. Does anyone want to disagree with me on that? I think that this exact depiction of Shuten, I guess across like all three of these, because it's all the same, is in my opinion like the best one that he's ever done. D, get her out of here. No, shut your mouth. Goblin. I'm putting her in the horny. It's better than Carmilla. Personally not a fan of the way that her stomach looks. Really? You mean how she's like leaning forward kind of weirdly? I think it's fine. I think it looks good. What else have they drawn? Oh my god, dude. Hold up. Artist. Where's Honjo Raida? There it is. I know his name. He's drawn pretty much... So, I had to specify female characters because this exists and is a fucking masterpiece. Like, in every way, this is one of the best pieces of art that just exists in Fate. I know a lot of people aren't hype on Murasaki's design. I love this design. I think that this design is amazing. I like how, mostly because this one hides her actual chest, and it makes it look really, really natural. Like this could be an actual Japanese woman from the Heian era, as opposed to sexy librarian with balloon tits. Ibuki, did Ibuki. You guys said Ibuki has a costume. What the fuck is going on here? Alright, we're gonna come back to that. We're getting a little bit off track. Anyway, Kiyohime. I grabbed her Lancer form because it was... I found this one faster than her Berserker form, but her horns are the same in both. I'm going to use this as the reference image. Kiyohime's horns are really, really good. I like them a lot. If I were to redesign my own horns, I'd probably go for something like this. They lack a little bit of oomph to them, but I would say that they look natural, which is very important for like having a horn design. They fit on her head well. They're also not horrifically impractical. D, no question. You are biased. I like it. I like it a lot. I would say that she hits very horny. She can actually sleep in a bed with that. If she were to put her head in your lap, it wouldn't hurt that bad. It would probably still hurt. Yeah, it would probably still hurt. Okay, next. Gramps' horns. They're pretty good. I don't know. You say it has to be the armor. I don't know. You see, with Gramps, there's a point where you have to ask yourself, can the armor come off? Is it possible for the armor to come off, or is it like welded to his body? Haram. Like, Gramps is the armor. Is there a body? That's the thing. Like, I'm more than certain that the horns themselves are attached to the helmet. In fact, I think it is implied as such. But can the armor even come off? I don't think that Gramps fucks. No, actually he does. Gramps has kids. Never mind. Yeah, Gramps fucks. Yeah, I don't... Okay, look. I know that yaoi art portrays him to have, like, purple skin and a massive schlong. And while I would appreciate that being real, I don't know if it is. I'm, like, not convinced. I assume the armor is attached to the body, like the Hassan mask. I would assume so, too. So the armor stays on during sex. I don't think that you could actually have sex with Gramps. I don't think it's possible. But his horns... I would argue that Gramps has maybe the most iconic set of horns in Fate. Like, if you were to draw a character that was just, like, essentially an Among Us character, but give them horns like this, you would immediately know that it's Gramps. You know what I mean? Artists, you know, yeah. Hop on that. Draw Gramps Among Us. I'm gonna put him in very horny. I do like them. Okay, speaking of horny... Let's get horny. She's pretty horny, I gotta say. The one weakness, doors. No, she knows not to come at me at the Denny's. Yeah, she's very horny. I wouldn't sex the old man, I'm just saying he seems the type that would say the armor stays on. Yes. Yeah, she does have to, like, duck sideways to get inside of buildings. From halal to haram. Look at the CE. Which one? Does she only have one? She might. Oh yeah, that's horny. She didn't have horns in her CE. Oh, you mean this one? She's got one horn. She has one very, very large horn and smushing the earth into her tit. She's very horny. I don't like them as much as I like Kiyohime's, though. I actually really like Kiyohime's horns a lot. In fact, I'm bumping Kiyohime up. The more I think about the way how her horns look, I think they look really good. Alright, next up is daughter. Frank. Goatman, what would you do if you summoned the lewd nun during a Grail War? Sex. Lots of sex. And then win. I would immediately fall into depravity and die. Why would you ask me this question? That is a golden opportunity right there, and I would be willing to die for it. Okay, Fran. Fran's horn is pretty unique. No, we're not talking about this girl. We're talking about... For the previous comment, we're talking about the nun, not Fran. The simpler horns are the better ones. I don't like the... I'm at an impasse with that exact comment. I think that the horns that are simpler do tend to be better, but sometimes the more intricate ones can be very appealing. So Fran immediately gets the pass for the needing them to look natural, because Fran is a cadaver. She's a dead body. So that's just an impossibility for her. But I think the singular unicorn horn on Fran looks amazing. Here's a really good look at it. It's just smack in the middle of her forehead. It is a unicorn horn. It's really, really good. Pretty simple. Yeah. This is the kind of thing that you would put like a tennis ball on to make sure she didn't hurt friends while hugging. And it would work out just fine. It's convenient. It's economical. It's the horny. No, it's very horny. I'd say it's probably top of very horny. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. Oh yeah, Fran absolutely head pats all day. Alright. Tomoe. She has no horns. Not horny. Okay, but in actuality... Hold up. Yeah, this first set of horns, I believe, is fake. I don't think that these are real. I think that this is, this set of horns is the headband, as evidenced by there being a headband here. Is there a T-Rex? Yes. With Fran, it's furious hand-holding and nothing else. So these are... Oh, the headband's there too, so maybe I'm just wrong. I will accept being just wrong. I like this design better than the original one. I think that these are good. They seem a little bit unnatural, but I'd say it's good. These ones, I really like the design. I like the color a lot. I like the weird golden, like, vein thing that it has. It's pretty nice. I like that it accentuates the rest of her look pretty well. God, she's pretty. I think it's a good one. I would say that that is very horny. I like it better than Kiara. Tasteful side boob, correct. Speaking of tasteful side boob, this one was, I counted, based on one factor alone. And that is that she's a robot, so technically this is welded onto her. This is welded onto her head, so I'm counting it as a horn. So this counts as a horn. How's it going, Origin? Welcome, welcome. We are doing the horny tier list. Donzo, why do you keep dodging? She showed up like yesterday for me. That's like a tiara. She's a robot. It's attached to her. Oh. Wait, she has knives in that ascension. Okay. This is the horny tier list. Characters that have horns. I would still put her in kind of horny. Probably low kind of horny, but I like it nonetheless. It's like a beetle. It's like a beetle horn, which is very different, which I appreciate. Alright. These ones are the same as Ellie's, except they're metal. Which I figured is a differentiation enough to warrant talking about them. Archer of Inferno Saber? What the fuck? That was one of the weirdest and probably worst decisions they made for this game, is hiding names like that. Like, I get that they needed to do it for the story, but then it was just like... I feel like the payoff only worked if you were in Japan, and then they didn't consider the fact that people who were playing this game in English would know who these people were already. Like, it only works if it is being given to everybody. I don't like these horns as much. I'm actually put these metal horns as worse than Donzo's. Actually, that's not fair. I'll put them over here. Archer of Inferno is a cool name. Hydration, you got it. Devilish. I will gift subs to the first 5 people who type Liz is the best FGO servant. Don't do that. Don't type that. Shiba. I about typed in Queen of FGO. Alright, so she actually has 2 variations on her horns, ones that glow and ones that don't. Origin really out here trying to make people talk about Liz. We've been through this. My honest opinion. I really give subs to your mods. He has a sub. Does he not? Is that not what the Prime badge is theirs for? Or is that just... Oh, I see. I never even noticed that Sheba had... Oh yeah, she's got, like, goat horns. I'm a fan. I am a fan. They are definitely a good pair of horns. Do I like her better without the horns? No, I don't. I like the horns way too much. The mods never have sub. Why? What do you want me to say? What the fuck? Oh my god, that's cute.
Pain and suffering await you.
Sky Fools, thank you for the gifted sub. To Peacock. Very, very kind. Welcome, welcome. Get sniped. Both of her craft essences... Oh, she has no horns in this one, but it is very cute. And she has no horns in this one. But still is very cute. Well, they really portray her without horns more often than not, huh? Who's the artist for the League Chibis? It's a bunch of different artists. What the fuck is that? Yeah, so it's a collection of different artists for it. But there's a lot of good art. A lot of good art. This is the horny servants list. And Sheba's horns, I like them. I'm going to put them in top of pretty horny. Alright. Avisbron does in fact have horns. Now, how well do I like his horns is the question. I think that they're fine. I kind of like the non-horns better. It does go well with the multiple arms, I agree. Fuck you, man, I thought you were talking about the other kind of horny. Yes, clickbaited. Yes, it does count because we did count Mordred. And given the fact that we've never seen his face, it's hard to say. He's got good horns. I feel like they're lacking something, so I'm gonna put them kind of top of horny, or top of kind of horny. Okay, what is this guy's name? Why do I not remember him? Salieri. There we go. I'm counting these as horns because I don't know what else they would be. Yeah, Eldritch Horns tier. I'm not a big fan, gotta say.
Pain and suffering await
Hey,
you.
yo.
Hey yo.
Hey, yo. What's up, Benicio? How's it going? Welcome back for 14 months. Jesus Christ. Been in here for the long haul. Glad to have you back, my man. Welcome back. I'm not hyped on his horns very much. Maybe it's because they only show up in the one. They just look like a mess. It looks like when God was designing his horns, he put his head out the window and just let it go. And it fucked it up. I'm not big on it. I'll put him not horny.
Pain and suffering await you.
Origin, thank you for the 5 gifted subs to the community. If you received one, please be sure to say thank you. Absolutely incredibly generous, even though he did not manage to get people to say nice things about Liz. But you're very kind, my friend. Thank you. No cum beast alerts? No. I had to turn off the multiple pain and sufferings after a massive sub, gifted sub thing where it was driving me crazy. Also, yes, scam train. Fuck. Okay. Ivan. I have a new gift subs badge. Do you? You've gifted 350 subs to this? Jesus Christ, man. Okay. We need to discuss something about Ivan. I need to relax, maybe. I do appreciate you. You've been very generous in this community, my man. You really have. Those are horns? Are they? That's the question. Are these horns, or are they tusks? They are tusks, more like tusks. Somewhere between tusks and shoulder pads. Ma'am, I'm sorry for my English. They are horny tusks. Tusks made into horns. Tusks. No, tusks are not horns. Tusks are teeth. Tusk Act 4. Quick, Tusk Act 2. Give him testicular torsion. Did I tell you guys about that? The D&D character that I wanted to make called the Torsioner? That was going to be a wizard that just would have a 100% win rate against male enemies, because the only thing that the Torsioner would do would give male enemies testicular torsion for massive damage. For the sake of this tier list, I'm going to count these as tusks, or as horns. In which case, I love them. They're so good. But what if they fought a female? Well, that is what the rest of the party is for. I'm going to say that they are very horny. What is that? What is what? So, ball wizard instead of cock wizard. Correct. Oh, this is Sigurd. They make females grow testicles. It's like First Hassan, except way less cooler. Yeah, okay. I know that this is a mask. But again, these are horns. They count as horns. And I like them. I think they're cute. Does he have them in the second ascension? He doesn't, okay. Horns Doko? Horns Coco. What the fuck are you talking about? They're here. Yeah, they're spikes. It's like how a Hanya mask has horns on it sometimes. But that being said, I'm going to say that it's not very horny. It's lacking. It's probably bottom over here. As to the Mordred principle, they are horns, even though they are kind of small. Correct. I think that they count, but they're just not amazing. He has to be careful. He might gouge out an eyeball with that. Exactly. Lacking just like the Sigurd gameplay. Correct. Banana Oni. Again, I only picked the summer version because it was the closest one. Is Benny here? Like Benny Enma? Benny Enma does not have a horn. Benny Enma has a beak. That's different. Well, hold on. Does that count? Does that count as a horn? Does it open when she talks? No. Well, I knew that that was there. I never consider that a horn. I always consider that just to be a beak. Those people say they would count it. Okay, hold on. I'll add that to the other list. Okay. Well, I never considered it, but it seems like everybody else does. Ibaraki's... I like Ibaraki's horns a lot. I think they're pretty good. I like that they're kind of like nastily sticking out of her head like that. And you can see the indentation of like where they would be growing out of, which is really fun. The artist did a really good job to make it look natural. Like something that would actually be there. Ribbed for Shuten's pleasure. What a weird thing to say. But yes. I do like the spiral on it. It's nice. You sound pretty horny? Well, I got news for you. I like them. I put them up here. I hate Benny's footwear. It looks like it would really hurt. No, dude. These are Geta, I believe is what they're called. I mean, they can suck, but they're not the worst thing in the world to wear. I never noticed how fucking tiny her feet are. Holy shit. Anyway, moving on. MHXX. Yes, I'm counting these as horns. So the first thing to note is that her Ahoge comes out of the helmet, which I've never noticed before. I never noticed that it actually is just it like photoshopped on top of the helmet, which is really fun. MHX, of course, being one of the most beautiful characters in this game. As it should, absolutely. I like the 90-degree horn, seems to be pretty horny to me. I agree, I actually really like them. It looks more like ears than horns. Kind of, but she doesn't use them for hearing, as far as I'm aware. From what I know about the Altria species, or the Artoria species, depending on what phylum you're talking about, they tend to use the Ahoge as for their means of communication. I think the Ahoge acts as like a radar that they're able to transmit thoughts to one another with. So I don't think they actually need ears. So I think horns is maybe the more fitting thing for that. Which I do appreciate. I like them. Like an ant? Kind of, yeah. Yeah, they have Saber Wi-Fi is actually the best way. They can, what's it called? Airdrop messages to each other's brains with their ahoges. I like them. I like the vertical horns a lot. Put it over here. I think Ivan's is better. I hate that I have no argument against this. It's essentially considered canon at this point. A Hoge tier list already happened? No, but I will do that in the future because I like stupid tier lists. Like this one that you're watching. I should, you know what? That would actually make an amazing shitpost video, is the biology of a saber. The biology of the Artorias. That would make one of the funniest shitpost videos ever. Gotta have to write that. Okay, Shuten's horns here are the same as other Shutens, however, the exception is that they have little hearts on them. Sorry, I'm making a note to myself. Finally, horny accessories. Yes, her ass looks really weird here. I agree. She got a big old turkey leg. As for the horns, I like them. I think it's a nice addition. I like OG Shuten's horns better, so I'm gonna put them here. I like it. Okay. I would like to request credit. Okay. Yeah, that can be arranged. Alright, Zhang Yu. Our beloved Zhang Yu. Does have horns in his most fucked up form. This is legitimately one of like the rawest designs that they've ever put out in Fate. It looks so... Isn't Zhang Yu a Genshin character? Zhang Yu, I believe, is actually a... I think he's a Honkai Star Rail character. Robot, by the way, yes. Like, this right here is maybe one of the most raw pieces of art they've ever put out for FGO. It looks so incredibly good. But I don't like his horns. His horns look like reverse mantis arms, which I don't think fit the rest of him. It is probably the most complex sword design in the game. I don't want to say that for certain because they will absolutely prove me wrong. Yeah, I'm not big on the horns here. I don't like them very much. It just looks unnatural. I guess he does have horns in his other two ascensions. They just don't look very large. Cosplay this someone? I don't wish that on anybody. I'm gonna put him in the not very horny. I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. Benicio, what on earth are you putting in my chat room? Is that my IP address? Alright, moving on. No, okay, never mind. I figured it out. This is how Zhang Yu sends sexts to this is him dirty talking to you, Mayren. Nailed it. Okay. Lanling. The moment I saw Kiara a low bracket, I knew that this isn't your typical horny tier list. Correct. Alright, Lanling. Why is Lanling so hot? Because in real life he was also very hot. And even though they're only a... Okay, because they're a part of the mask, I can't put him in the horny list. Like, in the horniest, like, tier. But I do love these horns. These, like, Chinese dragon horns like this. It's so good. They look so good. I love it. He may not be horny, but we are. If they sold a mask that looked like this, I would 100% buy one. Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, look at him. Why they gotta make him so hot? And then again. On fucking God, yeah, he's those horns. Even they're not real, so I can't count it like to the highest. But God, it's so good with the rest of his design. It fits so perfectly. Wood. Okay. KP. King Protea. I thought that said King Protea Summer, but it didn't. Okay. So, I'm a big fan of this one here. I think that the horns on this one are better than the other one. Like, I think that these ones are okay. They're fine. They kind of look fake. Like, I mean, it does just look like it's Sakura, except she found, like, dollar store horns and put them on her head. These ones look more natural with the rest of the design, which I really, really like. They look like they're made of wood, and it gives her, like, the whole actual, like, Earth Mother Goddess thing that she's supposed to be a really, really good design for it. I like that that they're kind of covered in foliage as well, which is really fun. Does her other self have horns? I don't think so. Her hand looks like Kermit, yes. Got big old paws. Why did BB make KP giant again? I don't... Because BB was smoking some of that good. So King Protea, for the wooden horns in particular, I'm putting them up here. We're making the horn list. The horny tier list. She does have the Tiamat genes. It's in her body. I like them. I think that they could make... I think she's... Maybe I only put her in pretty horny because I think her other horns do not look good. So I think that I put her maybe like here. Yes, Tiamat is one of the gods that she's mixed with. Also, I believe Titania is in there. Okay. My boy, Chainsaw Man. It's a very, very simple design. Who is Titania? You will meet her very soon in... I think that she's a part of Lost Belt 6. I don't think that's a spoiler. I could also be completely wrong about that. Titania is the queen of the fairies. Titania is Oberon's wife, yes. Alternatively, she's also like an earth goddess. That's a separate entity from that Titania. Yes, these horns look good. I think that's just about it. They look good. They look too fragile. Know what I mean? Like, they look way too thin for the kind of character that fucking Chainsaw Man is. Looks can be just... They can be. It is also a part of his helmet, yeah. I don't know. Chainsaw Man's kind of... I mean, I think that this is just objectively the best ascension for him. Which kind of makes the fact that Chainsaw Man's horns look kind of bad is, like, whatever. I'm gonna put him in kind of horny. I think that they look better than Avis Bros. Okay, Paris. Don't spoil Redline for me, I'm not caught up. I want to enjoy it. So, Paris. Paris and I have similar horns. Yes, this is on on the top end of characters that I would want to hug. Because they made Paris's design so fucking, like, fluffy. What's up, Junkyard Wolf? Yeah, Helen fell for it. Yeah, I like his horns a lot. They're good. Would not. That is a child? Would not. Oh, Tamamo's on the top of that list for sure. She's probably #1 for the most huggable characters in FGO. Her and, like, Boudica. And Lobo. And Asterios. Maybe, you know what, Asterios probably would not be good at hugs because he's too muscular. Hard to say. Wood fluff out of 10, yes. I like them. Put them here. Fluffy tier list? Maybe in the future. Okay, Space Ishtar. So Space Ishtar actually has horns, which I didn't remember about her first ascension. I know that she did in this ascension because she's got like the Darth Maul thing going on. I did not remember that was a thing in her first ascension too. They're very subtle. What's up, Broke? How's it going? Welcome to the Horny tier list. We're talking about horns. They are hard to notice on the black hair, but I think that actually works in her favor because they look supernatural. It's like a crown of horns, which is really, really fun. I like it. And it looks really good here. Also, there's those kind of bows. Yeah, I guess those are bows. Those are bows. They're not horns. Those aren't horns. Those are bows. Horns, yeah. They're good. I say they're pretty horny. It's good. Okay, you guys get to be the judge on this one. I opted to add her because it's one of those things where it's just like close enough. Okay, so she has the buns, right? Olga, we're gonna get to Olga after this. Once we get to the end of this tier list, we're gonna cover all the bases I forgot. These don't count as horns, right? What's up, Tig? How's it going? These do not count as horns. This is hair. Right? Right, that's what I thought. What the fuck are these? Do these count as horns? Lamps, ears, protrusions, headlights, squid horns. Foreigner nonsense, ears, those are not ears. I will not accept those being ears. Squid flaps? Okay, so they're like Ina's things. They're like the things on top of Ina's head. Ina's is the same artist, yes. What is the plant on her ears? I don't have any idea. Well, these are definitely ears. Or like, I guess they're squid flap things. Flops? For the sake of this tier list, I'm going to count them as horns, but I'm going to say that they're not very horny. Still better than whatever the fuck shit these guys got going on, though. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know what that plant is off the top of my head. Maybe it's a lychee? Interesting. Alright. Dinosaur. If you look under Young's, the orange things look like what squids used to... Huh. Okay. Dino Mom. Dino Mom actually has two different sets of horns. So these ones, of course, look very natural because they are attached to the dinosaur themselves, which is good. I do like them a lot. Smash. No horns to be found here. The horns... Okay. I will say in this depiction here, the horns look just okay, but when you look at them from this angle... I love them. The only issue is that they're too angular. Yeah, they are low poly. They do look like origami. I still think that they look good. These ones look the best. I'm gonna put her in very horny. Put her... here. I don't think that Mermaid Kiaras are any different, so let me just go put her next to them. I think Tomoe... Summer Tomoes are slightly different. They really just went all out on her design. No, they're not actually that different. Well, damn. God, she's so pretty. Okay. She just has a really good design. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll rank this set of horns on her then. They don't look as good. They do not look as good as her other ones, but they still look pretty good. So where's Tomoe? She's up here, isn't she? Yeah, she's right here. I'd say here. Here. Okay. Ibuki. Ibuki Doji. Yeah, whoever the Tomoe art. Hold on, this is important. How have they only been permitted to make one servant? Like, look at how good this is! Look at how cute this shit is! Also, no, I did not count the Valkyrie, because I don't know what they are, what these things are. They're not ears. They're not horns. Those are another things. It's like the Ahoges. They use them for Wi-Fi communication with Odin's fat ass. Like, look at this! Look at how good this art is! Why do they only get to make one servant? They drew heirs to CC, thus they'll draw summer heirs this year. No, they almost always give it over to the same artist who drew them originally. Also, summer heirs this year, Keck W. Anyway, Ibuki. Wait, where'd it go? Ibuki. Ibuki's horns are weird. I kind of really like them, but they're really weird. They're lightning bolts. Ibuki as a whole, I wouldn't say that. I think this design for Ibuki is really, really good. I really like it. Like, I think this design looks really good. A lot of people shit on it because, like, oh, it's just horny bait. Like, go fuck yourself. Some things are allowed to be horny bait because it also looks really, really fun. They are very unique. I'm a big fan. I would say that for the lightning bolt horns of Ibuki, I'd put him up here. Still, I hate Ibuki's feet in her third ascension. I don't pay attention to characters' feet. It really is not something my eyes are often drawn to unless they're exceptionally fucked up. Busty, yeah, the Busty and Virgin Killer sweater combo is amazing. Okay, next, Vritra. People pointed something out about Vritra that makes me love her even more. Okay. I do not like this as much. I don't like the devil horn thing as much for her. I don't think that it fits as well. This right here, I think, is maybe her best one. Tomoe is very high. The reason I like this one so much is that she looks like an axolotl. People on Twitter were like saying that about her, and you know what? That's absolutely correct. She does look like an axolotl. Those are horns? Yes. I would assume that those are horns, because I don't know what the fuck else they could be. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they come out of her head. Those are horns. And then I'm not as big of a fan on these ones. But yeah, they look like an axolotl. It's very, very draconic. I like the extra scales. Her whole design fits together like super, super well. God, she's way up here. I'd say she's like either here. She might be better than. I think she's better than Shuten in my mind. Her whole design is so good. Please buff Vritra. Vritra's really strong on her own, man. Alright, Hogan. So this is another one that I think people are going to be like, wait, Hogan has horns? And I'm going to say kind of. So, like, this here is a headband. For sure. Or at least it's implied to be a headband. Yeah, it is, because it comes off. But these are 100% horns. Well, no, yeah, this is like a beak, because Tengu. But she actually has proper horns. And I have to say, I am a big fan of these horns. I like the ones that go up like this on the head. Which I didn't even like remember that she had horns until I looked at her design again, and I think it fits her really, really well. It's very subtle. It complements the rest of her design. I'm sure someone will be upset that I'm saying her when she's gender unknown, but fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. Artist doing the Salem manga? Yes. Yes, they are. And the Salem manga looks pretty good. What craft essence? Does Hogan have any craft essences? Yes, you do.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Look at them horns. Yeah, it's very good. You ask, how is that gender unknown? One sec. Let me explain something to you. Where is it? Here's your list of characters that are gender unknown. Tell me if you see anything that's weird. So Daeon, it makes sense because Daeon can change their own gender. Astolfo wants to keep it a secret, but everybody knows Astolfo is male. It's confirmed that he is male by the Apocrypha manga. Shirov by 69, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope to enjoy your stay. These two are gender unknown because they're literally two genders. She is gender unknown because the sword, the little baby sword, is a male. And Kido is made of clay, so it makes sense. Canis is complicated. Roma is a dude. Astolfo's still a dude. Canis is still complicated. Hogan's a shapeshifter, so I guess that she could give herself a cock if she needed to. I guess that I don't know Akashi and Koji's story, so I'm gonna leave that one out. Shi Huangdi is like so fucking above gender. Shi Huangdi is just king shit. Emperor shit, I guess. Demon King Nobu is female. Okay, Demon King Nobu is gender unknown because first ascension is female, second ascension is male, and third ascension is gender unknown because the Demon King does whatever the Demon King wants. Kyra is 100% female. Ranmaru, as far as I know... you know what? Ranmaru is complicated, because Ranmaru is supposed to be just is a landling situation. Again, costume because male, and then there's this fucker. If R equals Q, use Nero as a vessel, he beat a gal. Yes, except he used Caligula. And he's manifested as this. So he would be male. Like, if we're gonna get into potential manifestations that could be male, then Artoria should be fucking gender unknown. If that's where we're at with this. Anyway, I like Hogan. Hogan's up here. I really like Hogan's horns. I'm gonna put her here. Next, Karen. Question, does this count as a horn? Does the little heart count as a horn or a tumor? It's just a giant erect nutsack. Got it, okay. So her horns are weird. She has drills for horns. Which is an interesting decision. I do not dislike the curly horns. I think they look okay. They're definitely different. Where's your costume horns? It's not as good. They look whack, but I kind of like them. Yeah, they look like drills. I will put her into Pretty Horny. She's not very high in Pretty Horny, but I'm gonna put her in Pretty Horny. Maybe about here. The Karen horns are very unique. Okay, Barghest. Wife. So she actually has 3 sets of horns. Classic Frame was not added to this list, much in the same way that a lot of the Ellies were not added onto this list, because the horns remain the same. So wherever Summer Fran is, just associate that with normal Fran. Yes, these are horns because she does rip them off for her Noble Phantasm. Bias incoming, but same though. Correct. Well, I mean, if we're gonna go off of like the horns that I put into the horny tier, a lot of them do look like this. Like, let's look. Like, most of them are pretty subtle. Like the ones that are at the very top are very subtle. I like it a lot. Pretty much the same here, except they're radiating evil power. And I don't like these horns as much. Lancer Artoria Alter is on the very top. I don't like her third Ascension horns as much. And then this is just red. Maybe I can get a better look at them. Nah, yeah, you know what? They're actually okay. They're okay. Her third Ascension is not my favorite. Her first Ascension I love so much. She does have some very nice thighs. Am I late? A little bit, but not too late. Yeah, my bias says to put them below Shuten. I like them a lot. Well, I mean, first and second Ascension are pretty much the same. just one is emanating evil. That's a cool sword for the third ascension? Yes. I would argue that the sword is the only part of the third ascension I'm a big fan of. I think that she looks her absolute best like this. Stage 1, knight with chains and the sword. She looks perfect here. Melon, mwah. Great design, fantastic. Alright, I didn't even know that Melusine had horns until people pointed it out to me. So these little divots don't count, I'm gonna say. So she essentially has Mori's horns on her. Makes me want to start deadlifting to carry her home. Keep it up, King. Get those strong arms. Yeah, she's got... I'm mixed on her horns. And she's got horns here too. It's excessive, I think, is my issue. I think they look excessive. It's like too much. Like they're too big. Like her fucking horns are the size of the rest of her. It's like half the size of her body. One of the things that sucks about FGOs when they design in Final Ascension that you think is worse than the previous Ascension. Yeah, I mean it happens. Because then when you use the Ascension to like the best, but FA is always the most detailed. Always, yes. Well, even then, I don't dislike this. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's pretty poetic in a way. I think the horns are lacking. I think they're just too much. Okay, next up, Goat Mom. Jacques. Here's a good look at him. Not for this medal specifically, just for people in general. I got you. Like Summer 2, I use A1 but FA, but I prefer A2 and A3. I got you. I am a big fan of her horns. I love how unique they are. It works perfectly in giving off the impression of eldritch deity, of eldritch goat deity. Like, I would say that 100% works in this design's favor. So, they are kind of whack, but I like the fact that they're whack. I've never seen this before. That's really funny. Is there... Let me see some... Oh, that's really cute. No, she has not had... Okay, got it. This is adorable. I love this. Her horns, I'm going to put top of very horny. No, I'm actually going to put them above it. I think I'm going to put her here. Hi, Goomba, how's it going? Alright. I would make the argument that this right here is maybe the best that Liz has ever looked. I would say that this is maybe the best that Liz has ever looked, which is almost blasphemous for me because, you know. But I like the smile, I like that you can see the fangs. And I actually really like that the horns are made into glass for this one. I think it's a really cute design. Yeah, if she trips on a staircase, she's fucking done. Well, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you stopping by. So I'm gonna say that these are better than normal Liz, but only by slightly. I like it. Okay. Mary Anning. Her horns are not horns. They're fossils. I just got my first SSR out of a friend point gotcha in Nikkei earlier. Oh yeah, hell yeah, what'd you get?
Pain and suffering await you.
Safi Rose, thank you for the gifted sub. If you received a gifted sub, please be sure to say thank you. That is incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much. That is incredibly kind. Thank you so much. I love that the dog turns into bread. They're technically not horns, but I'll put them here. I think they're better than Eric's. They fit her. They fit on her better than Eric's. Like, they look pretty convincing. Alright, Tame Tomo. Is this the list for horny designs or character? Characters with horns. So I need the side profile. Okay, there we go. They go straight up like that. Tame Tomo has one of the best designs in Fate. Hands down. Every single one of his ascensions is fucking fire. It's just so good. Like, I did not like his third ascension very much for a very long time, but then it really grew on me. And yeah, the horns also just go hard as fuck. I like the fact that he has cell horns.
Pain and suffering await you.
Safi Veverosa, thank you for the gifted sub again. It is incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. If you received a gifted sub, please be sure to say thank you. It is super, super generous. Thank you so much.
Pain and suffering await you.
Pansy Telnick, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Very, very kind. Thank you so much. He comes to NA 1 year, like in a year. He appears right before next anniversary. Yes, you have time to save. For horns, I'll put him bottom of the horny tier. Okay. Which one was that? Ibuki again, but this time summer and very horny. Landling's mask has horns, which count. Okay. I don't know why Raida changed the horn designs. I like these ones less. She comes not this summer, but next. The NP has actively killed... It doesn't just kill phones, it killed my my emulator. God, I love this. It's so cute. The horns don't do it for me here, though. And people hated this. They like, oh, the perspective, this looks like shit. It looks fine. Quotes from people who've never seen a real ass before. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this shit. Clay, shouldn't you be on the list because you have horns? I should be, but I'm not. I'm not big on this Ibuki's horns. I'd say they go like here. It's fine. Okay, I think I'm actually on record saying that I think that Little Liz's horns are one of my favorites in FGO, and that still stands. I think she's called Nine Tattoo Dragon, yeah. It's very simple. It's incredibly simple. It's just like a Chinese dragon it's a cartoon Chinese dragon horn design. Yo, KP's on this list. Do I know Pocket Chalk? I know of her, yes. I do not know her personally. And yes, this is incredibly cute. And I really, really like it. This set of horns is one of my favorite. It's just adorable. And it fits. It fits her very nice. I like... You know what's funny? Is the more I think about Kiyohime's horns, the more I really, really like them. Even her sneakers have horns? Oh my god, they do. That's so fucking cute. Oh my god. She's got that horn drip, yeah. Alright, so we technically have two more. Larva Tiamat. Tiamat's horns are unwieldy, confusing, enormous, and impractical. And I fucking love them. I think that for the character of Tiamat, they are perfect. Because she's supposed to be primordial, and nothing says primordial more than some fucked up looking horns. And it also fits her aesthetic of being like an Earth Mother goddess a lot. And so for that fact alone, I love them. They're incredibly unique. You can slap them on, like, again, it's like the Gramps thing. If you were to put them on an Among Us character, you would immediately know who this person was. Because no other design, I think, like, ever has these horns. Because why would you? It's so weird. Are the things on her back yes, these are. These are 100% horns. Which is also just a bonus. Tiamat is up here. Easily. Silhouette Theory 101. Bingo. Okay, one last character. So, normal Draco does not have horns. King Metaton Draco does have horns. And I gotta say, I'm not that hyped on him. I appreciate that they do the thing with her where they give her like the dragon scales on the face. I really like that. They just seem too bulky. Which is really weird saying it like that next to just like what I just said about Tiamat. But the difference being, like, these don't feel like they fit Nero. Know what I mean? They do look lickable, yes. It is kind of like Hellboy when his horns grew back, yes. I don't know. Something about them is not appealing to me. I couldn't tell you what it is. They do fit onto a demon, so that it does make sense. Oh, if we're gonna talk about weight problems, it's I believe it's literally in Tiamat's bio that the horns add on extra stuff that she doesn't want to talk about. Hold on. Yeah, her horns weigh 5 kilograms in her little girl form, and 50 kilograms plus 10 kilograms in her non form. According to Tiamat herself, they're a little heavy. Didn't she float in Babylon with her horns and they try to destroy... Yeah, she uses them as jetpacks. How does larva to adult form only add 10 kilograms? I don't know. Well, her horns really don't change that much from, like, her... Like, look. They just get kind of bigger. Like, I can see that. They're not counting the massive ones on the back. They're counting the ones on her head, which, like... Admittedly, they do just get bigger. Like, how does it take... for you to make an Arknight design tier list? How much does it take for me to do that? Depends. How much are you offering? I wouldn't be opposed to doing it, though, because I like Arknight designs. So Arknight designs are Scotty EX tier, Plume EX tier, and everybody else is garbage. Done. There's your tier list. Yeah. I would put Draco into the pretty horny, probably above Shiva. I would put Benny Enma in the not very horny, because the beak is cool, but I feel like I barely count it as a horn. I'd put her above How. What's Scotty, though? We have multiple Scotties. All of them. I don't care. Scotty, all of them. Who is in the top? Lancer, Artoria, Alter. Yeah, okay, let's review, because I do have to end the stream and go to bed. Have I seen the Dommy Snake Mommy that ticks like a lot of boxes? You mean the one that people keep drawing porn about? I don't care. It's not Scotty or Plume. F tier. The kangaroo girl who's really horny? F tier. Amiya? F tier. What's her name? The owl girl. What's the owl girl's name? Silence. F tier. Everybody who's not Scotty or Plume. F tier. What's her name? Waifu? Waifu? F tier. Oh wait, what's the name of the really cute girl? The cute dragon girl. She's from like the Chinese faction. I think her name's like Ling something. She's the dragon girl. You meet her like pretty quick. Is it Cheyenne? Cheyenne? Is it Ling or Cheyenne? One sec. It might be Cheyenne. Let me see. She's got like really big tails, really cute. Yes, it's I guess I would just call her Chen. Chen, yeah, Chen. F tier. I would actually make that list though. I do like Arknight designs even though I don't play the game anymore. Arknight's art style is very, very good. And if you didn't understand that any of that was a joke, then I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, yeah, let's do some review. I think that the best horns in FGO... I think I have to move Vritra up. I think Vritra is my favorite horns in FGO. You know what? I think I like Kyohime's a lot. Vritra's, I love Vritra's so much. Tiamat's after that. Lancer Artoria Alter. Kyohime. Shuten, Barghast, Carmilla. Little Liz. Kichi Hogan. Goat Mom. Ibaraki and Tame Tomo are my EX tiers. And then for my F tiers, we have Zhang Yu, Hao Hao, Sally, and then the Dragon Slayer team. And I think that's going to call this tier list. I honestly may save it for the Speak Japanese for 5 minutes later on down the line. Oh, God. Wait, what? Yeah, Arknights. Arknights has one of the best art designs and one of the most fun gameplay mechanics in the game. I love the tower defense aspect of it. I did not care for the story. The story seemed very bland and generic. It was confusing. It took way too much for me to get invested into it, and I did not like it. But I would be willing to go back and give it a shot. Like, I mean, I still have my Arknights account. The Arknight story. The story, like the main story in Arknights. I want to say I made it up to chapter 4. And I just didn't care for it. Explain why generic. Every single gacha game does the exact same shit for that. Which is where we introduce characters. I think it's we introduce characters that are in a war-torn setting, kind of apocalyptic. Characters are mistreated because of X reason, and you are the hero of these characters because you treat them well. And that's why they all like you. It took me 7 chapters and several events to come to realize it's dog shit. We've been in Arknight's Britain for several chapters now. The only character I remember summoning is Exwesia. I forgot everything else in the game. I did not much care for the story. I thought it was I did not find it exceptional. Which I've been told it becomes exceptional. But at the time, Did you just describe Nikke? Exactly. Nikke has the exact same problem, which is why I've said that the Nikke story is not very good either. The difference is I really like the Nikke combat, and I like the character interactions more. But Nikke does tell good stories in that universe, for what it's worth. Going through the actual Nikke, like, main plot after a while feels like a slog. Yeah, and the world building in the world building in Nikke is also pretty decent. Have I heard of Limbus Company? I don't care for it. That's my horribly controversial opinion. Is I did not care about Limbus Company. I played it. I tried to play it. I don't like the character design. I didn't like the story. I didn't get very far in the story, and I'm sure it gets better, and I'm happy that people like it. I'm happy people enjoy it. It is 100% not for me. I think the biggest thing for me on that, though, is I didn't like the combat. I thought the combat was boring. And honestly, I think if you want to have a good gacha game, something that you have to have is good character designs. And all of the ones in Limbus Company look the exact fucking same, and I don't care. It's just not an art style I find appealing at all. Found Azure Lane to be more... I didn't even know Azure Lane had a story. I played that game through, I think, Chapter 20, and do not know the story of Azure Lane at all. I couldn't tell you what it was. I have no fucking clue what it was. FGO have their own artists, and they commission lots of famous ones too, so there's that. Yes. There's a 3-hour-long video on YouTube about the story. I might check that out, but probably not. I think I'd rather just watch the anime that I heard was kind of bad. Yeah, Azure Lane gameplay-wise is fine. It's fun. Yeah, it's fine. You know what else has a really shit story? I'm gonna say this with the sole purpose of making people mad, is Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact storytelling is garbage. And people defend it, and it's bad. No, it's not just Inazuma, it's all of them. I have tried to get back through and do all of Inazuma, and I was so bored by it, I couldn't. I think FGO is one of the few games where I use the low rarity unit. That's, yeah. Yeah. Go provoke people, become mad. If you criticize Genshin Impact, the world thinks that certain people think that you're a villain. We're not talking about art design. Hoyo has art design and character design down. The characters in those games look great. Like, that's 100% not the issue. The characters look fine. The Genshin community hates the company, but they love the characters to death. The Genshin community hates itself. I uninstalled Genshin because them dudes don't even talk about anything. Exactly, it's the most... Okay. Let me give you a rundown of every single Genshin story plot points ever. So you go and you meet a character. You know that you can't tell if they're important or not because they use the same basic ass NPC model. They talk to you about you need to go get the stone of the stone of soothing from the top of this mountain, and you're like, okay. And then you see a guy who you know is important to the story because they have a custom model. And then you talk to him and he says something cryptic, and then you spend 4 hours grinding to get to the top of this mountain, doing the exact same combos because there's only one real way to beat this game. You get to the top of the mountain, you see a little girl up there drinking from a bottle of milk, and she says to you, oh, the crystal thing wasn't actually up here, it's down in this cave down here, you need to go down there. And then you go down there. After another 2 hours of grinding through shit, you realize that you're not strong enough to beat the boss, so you have to go and do grinding for your characters to get to a higher level. Except that's going to take you 20 years because you used like the 5 resin that you got over the course of the last 6 months to try and grind out for like better gear before, and it didn't work. But they just released a new gear set that lets you do shit. Okay, now you now waited 3 weeks, then you can progress in the story. You don't even really remember what the fuck you were doing. And then you go back, you see that you find the rock, and then like another guy shows up who has the standard NPC like face, and he says, oh, this is the rock that we were looking for. A guy shows up who has a unique model, takes it and vanishes, and then they release the next part in 3 months so you can find out what happens. That's every single Genshin story bit. That's all of them. Wash, rinse, repeat. I'm going to now allow the terms MILFs and DILFs in my chat room. Well, shit, you described the new event. In Genshin? I don't know, I've not played it. The gacha... Yeah, okay. That I'm going to add an addendum to. The gacha system in Genshin is trash. Hoyo gacha fucking sucks. Thoughts on Tower of Fantasy? Tower of Fantasy could have been the best gacha game that existed if it didn't have the worst fucking layout in any gacha game and have an open world that had nothing in it. Everything else about Tower of Fantasy is very appealing. I like the option that you have that you can create your own custom character. I like the fact that the characters that you're rolling for, you can play as them if you want to, but if you don't really like the character but you really like their weapon, you can just give that weapon to your main character who you made yourself, who you're guaranteed to like. Tower of Fantasy is one of the is honestly one of the better gacha games on the market right now, and I don't think anybody plays it. But the other issue is that the story in Tower of Fantasy is the same as Genshin. It just kind of fucking sucked. There's a revolutionary group here in the Philippines. Wait, what the fuck? I have no idea. Yeah, no, Tower Fantasy's great. Like, gameplay-wise, it's really fun. Character designs are all pretty good. Any farming tomorrow? Probably, but not on stream. I mean, I'll say this as well. The acronym was MILF. That's amazing. I really enjoy the... I went on a rant about this earlier. I really enjoy the story of... what's it called? Fucking... Why is my brain fucking shutting off? Why can't I remember this name? It's Honkai Impact. Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, Star Rail. Star Rail has the... I went on a rant about this, but I'm going to do it again. Star Rail's pacing for their story is significantly better than Genshin's is. because they actually keep a nice good flow on it. They do hit you with the you need to level up at this point before you can continue, which is fine. I'm glad that they're just like very, very like blunt about it. The writing in Star Rail is actually really fun, so it makes you want to continue to do grinding to get through the story. They seem to give you a lot of resources really, really quick to like make sure that you can grind if you really want to. The only thing that's like keeping me from like continuing to do it is that it's time consuming. Like Star Rail is really, really fun. Star Rail is what Genshin wants to be. My concern with that game is that they're going to butcher the storytelling potential, because Star Rail can be really good if it sticks to the idea that you're solving problems in unique worlds that are unique to that world. It's very, very possible they just fuck the whole thing up and just go for the same basic shit they did with Genshin. Like, oh, evil, bad, trauma hurt me. Like, fucking at least present it differently or interestingly, and they just didn't. They're gonna make you hop planets to find the legendary fish so you can fish the fisherman quest. I hope so. I'd actually be here for that. But in order to get that fish, you have to fight the fishing pole. See, now you got me interested. Now I want to do that shit, Chris. Anyway, it's getting late, folks. I will be back on Thursday, where I will be playing Elden Ring again. So come watch Eric Bloodaxe fight through Lane-Del. It'll absolutely be worth your time, I promise. But for now, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you for the normal subs and all that good jazz. I will catch you all later. For now, though, peace!
My final message